Fly. CQDX, CQ, 9 Alpha Tango, 791, Gulf Islands in the North Pacific.
9 Alpha Tango, 791, here is 108, Sugar Delta 030, 108, Sugar Delta 030 in Scotland, over.
108, Sugar Delta 030, Scotland. Good to hear you out there, my friend. My first Scotland for the morning, and sounding great as usual, sounding like you're sitting right next to me.
Yourself, yeah, you're coming very well indeed here, 5 and 9 plus, 59 plus, so good signal, good signal. The name of Ian, Echo for November, and yeah, just remind me of your name again, over.
Yeah, Ian, for sure, yeah, we've talked a few times before. You got Joe on this side, Juliet, Oscar, Echo, and we are located, our QTH is on the southern Gulf Islands, off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, QSL.
Yeah, just no joke, yeah, okay, just the memory is slipping nowadays, you know what it's like, but good to hear you again, Joe, and yeah, I do remember you, of course, and I watched your live stream and things as well, so it's going very well indeed, Joe, very good, 5-9 plus here, the band is wide open, and some nice signals coming from the west coast, and also 33 Alpha Tango 0 is active up on 670, and he's booming here also, QSL.
Oh yeah, Ian, you're blasting in here at 20 over, man. You're way up into the red, sounding loud. Now, were you, remind me of your QTH, were you in Aberdeen, QSL?
Yeah, QSL, that's correct. We are just near the city of Aberdeen, over.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hear it's very nice up there. How's your weather today? We got about 5 degrees here. It's going to warm up to 9, clear, pretty much clear sky, and about 5 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad today, Joe. A little bit windy, but it's dry and very overcast today. So, but we had a lot of snow last week. Last week, a lot of snow, and then the rain and the wind came and cleared everything away. So, yeah, we're just on the mild side of the cold snap we had last week now, over.
Yeah, we get those come through every so often too. I say Alaska, when she opens her doors to the north of us, a lot of times she'll let that cold air out, and that cold air, the jet stream kind of pulls it right down. We're probably 1,300 miles south of Alaska, and maybe 1,500 miles, and that cold air seems to hang right over our island for a few days, and I don't like it. I personally don't like cold weather anymore. I'm 60 years old. The older I get, the less I like cold, so thank God it's short-lived on these islands, and I'm sure it's pretty short-lived where you are too there, QSL.
Yeah, it's much the same here. It seems to come and go pretty quickly, but it's pretty early yet, so we usually get it flushed during January, February time, so yeah, but we always get a cold snap, just a cold snap. You know, it comes down from the north, pretty similar to you guys, comes down from Alaska, but ours comes down from the north here. And yeah, so anyway, but it's good off, and it's a little bit mild today. It's going to be much the same over the weekend, just very changeable now, leading into December there, huh?
Yeah, you betcha. Our cold snaps usually come in January or February. And, you know, last year it was about 3 or 4 days we had cold weather in mid-January, and that was it for winter. We had a dumping of snow, and it got really cold. We had, like, one night it got down to, like, minus 8.6 degrees Celsius, which was really cold for this island. And then it was all gone, thank God. The rain came and washed it away. So, hey, Ian, I'm already counting down until spring, my friend. Anyway, I don't want to tie it up too much longer. Always good to hear you out there. You got a great sounding station coming out of Aberdeen, Scotland, I'll tell you that. Just blasting in here, shaking my radio room. So, hey, you have a good evening out there. I know you guys are about, I think 8 or 9 hours ahead of us. We're Pacific Coast time zone here, same as Seattle, Los Angeles. So we'll say cheers and 73s to your family, and get out there and work a few more stations while the propagation's good. It seems to be pretty good here so far. Cheers, and we'll talk soon there. 108 Sugar Delta 030 Scotland. 9 Alpha Tango 791 Gulf Islands waving.
Just how, Jay, always a pleasure. Pleasure to watch your station again, and yeah, enjoy the propagation while it's open for sure. Have a great weekend and catch up with you soon. 9 Alpha Tango 791 108 Sugar Delta 030. 7 Joe, catch you later, bye-bye.
Thanks, Ian. 73.
Joe, 791, 749, Northern Ireland, Joe. Can you go 510, Joe, Roger?
510 QSY. Hey, 68 Charlie India, 749. Good to hear you out there, Ralph. We got a beautiful start of a beautiful day here on the Gulf Islands. Sunshine and blue sky, but a little cool out there, about 5 degrees Celsius, but that's okay. It's going to warm up a bit.
Good to hear you on there. Yeah, 575 and 8 here at the moment, Joe. I have a friend on the frequency here, also his mobile, 68 Charlie India 001, his name is Jeff. But I tell you, I heard him just shouting 10-3 there, and he stopped at the petrol station. So I'll be interested to see if you can pick him up at the mobile, Joe.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that station I was talking to in Scotland. He was coming in pretty darn good, about 20 over there, Ian, up in Aberdeen. And I worked a few stations out in France and one in Italy, so I do hear the Netherlands coming in. Right now, propagation seems to be pretty good, and not too bad. Hope you're having a good evening out there in Northern Ireland. I don't know what the weather's like. Is the weather okay out there?
Yeah, it's pretty wet, Joe. It's pretty wet now. It's been raining, heavy rain most of the day, Joe, but it's not too bad now. It was -3 there a couple of days, but it's washed out now. So I'm telling the Chester there, and he said that held on to him, and he got Chester in Manitoba, and he said he's -24. Wow, -24, Joe. Does it ever get that cold with you in the Gulf Islands, or?
Never, ever. If it got that cold here, it would kill every plant on our island. It's rare to get below -6 here on a very bad winter. The worst winters, it's rare to get about below 20 degrees. So I'm going to say -6.5 would be really, really cold here on our island. But you know, last January of 2024, this year, it got down, the coldest I've ever recorded here, and I've been here for many decades, -8.6 Celsius one night. It was actually early morning I recorded at my weather station, 16.5 degrees Fahrenheit, so -8.6, so it was cold. It wasn't windy or anything, but it was just kind of like clear and cold, and that's pretty rare for here, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I feel having that, Joe. Yeah, well, we're -3 there, -3, Wednesday and Thursday there morning. Going to work pretty early in the morning there, and the car was all lights up, Joe. But the coldest we had it about 12 years ago, around about 12 years ago, at -15. It's the coldest ever I can remember. That was kind of a one-off there for a few months, Joe.
Okay, -15 would be 5. That's the record low temperature recorded at a weather station not too far from our town. The coldest I can see up on this side at a official weather station is -11 degrees Celsius. That's the record cold, -11. And you have to remember, we have the Pacific Ocean around us, so it regulates those air temperatures in the winter. So if we were not by the ocean and we were inland on the mainland, then it's a totally different story. But being here on the islands, it is definitely, the winters are probably the mildest in the land when you get out here in the islands. But where Chester lives in Winnipeg, yeah, I talked to him the other day, and I was hearing him talk to somebody else, and -20, -25, that is really, really cold.
He's still on the petrol station there, Joe. There's a North station there. I mean, Joe, maybe try it on a month or two there. He has mobile there. But I haven't been on all week, Joe. I was on last night for a little while. Oh, yeah, Alaska. That guy in Alaska, 33 Alpha Tango Hill. I'm sure you probably worked him, Joe. He was absolutely banging in here last night. I mean, he's pretty strong tonight there. He's happening. Not too often we get Alaska. There, so you probably heard him on the band anyway, Joe, from your location, over.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've talked to him. Yeah, we get Alaska a lot here, and he comes slamming in that guy. Yeah, 33 division, really, really powerful station, and we got a direct shot coming from him. You know, it's funny. I was talking to a guy in France earlier today or this morning, and off the back of the beam after I finished our QSO, I hear another station coming in at 20 over off the back of the beam from the Hawaiian Islands. It's just very strange how propagation works sometimes there, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, I haven't heard any Hawaii or 17,000 tonight now, but I did talk to Tony there last weekend, 3 nights in a row there. Very strong signal from him as well. 17 Alpha Tango, 177 Tony. That was last weekend, 3 nights in a row there, but I haven't heard anybody tonight, Joe, from Hawaii as yet. So, 5 minutes past 6 o'clock here, Joe. So, yeah, maybe the band will stay open a little while. Who knows there, over.
Yeah, I hope it does. It's really good right now, and hopefully it'll continue for the next couple of days. We've been getting some scattered stuff coming in from Europe in the morning, but it hasn't been the greatest propagation. But I was at work yesterday too, so I could actually hear it coming in through my mobile, but it wasn't good enough for me to talk to anybody. But I can definitely hear some of the stations I talk to coming in through my little whip antenna on my roof. And if propagation's good enough, then we can actually get back. I think I've actually worked you in my mobile before. I'm pretty sure I've made it back to Northern Ireland in my mobile, QSL. Yeah, you betcha. I got you 5.9, something like that. It's good. Little bit of QRM in there, but not too bad. And there's nobody on the frequency. A lot of times it's kind of frustrating when you're trying to talk to somebody